Dear Sir or Madam, I'm Kaka, the Bird King of Maragon, and I'm writing to you on behalf of the Doctor, who has read your last letter with interest. Unfortunately, he is too busy to reply at the moment, saving our flocks from the great mange. He is currently holding a parliament of owls as the great birds of the trees coordinate our response to the featherless terror. Even though he is toiling night and day and shows great wisdom for a wingless one, he wishes you to know that he has thought about your letter, but much prefers to keep what he has discovered for himself at present. He promises he will reply to you properly once he has saved the billions of the trees, and we have rewarded him with a great song of sunset.
Only you could go and save a planet at someone. Only you. When you sulk, you do it with a victory parade. Do you ever stop and listen to yourself and wonder what it is about you that makes other people listen to you, that makes people like me think about you from one heartbeat to the next? Oh, I'm just another wide-eyed orphan, and you can't see that, can you? Oh, my feelings for you. Oh, if you look at them one way, they're an explosion that soars beyond time. But if you look at them another way, well, they're basically a plate of spaghetti dropped on the floor. Finding my way to you, you finding your way to me. Well, it's a lifetime's work, several lifetimes' work. And sometimes I worry it's taking more of my life than yours. Dear Doctor, I'm glad to hear you are well. Best of luck in your struggle against the great mange. I'm sorry to have missed you. Perhaps we can arrange something when you are not so busy. Best wishes, River Song.
Dear River, how have you been? The oddest thing happened to me. I mean, considering I'm visiting Jane Austen in Bath, that makes it extremely odd. Did you know that last night, Jane and I went hunting for werewolves? The things that woman can do with a silver bullet. I mean, if it weren't for the fact that she absolutely terrifies me, I'd ask her aboard the TARDIS like a shot. Did you know she keeps trophies from her victims? That's why she hates vampires. What with them just going poof to dust after she staked them. One can't make a necklace out of that, she said. And then we went dancing. Dancing! How does she do it? I mean, I pick my clothes. No, really, I put some thought into it. I pick my clothes to be practical and to fit in on any occasion. Well, I mean, more or less. I'll hold my hands up to the odd mistake a few lifetimes ago. But Jane is amazing. Only Jane Austen would go wrestling a werewolf in white. Considering she's wearing more lace than a toilet dolly, she somehow manages to do all that, and the dirt never shows. Honestly, if Romana could see that, Romana, she'd be seething. And she manufactured a crucifix out of 2 whalebone stays from her corset. Oh, you should have seen the look on the vampire countess's face. Well, I mean, it was only there for a second before she crumbled away to dust. But it was a picture, dear me, it was a picture. And that was the end of the Sector Bar and their deadly physique gambling den, so... Oh, and then, did I say, we went dancing? We Sir Rogered a coverlead until carriages at dawn and only stopped for syllabub and scandal. I mean, yes, there was that moment when the assassins of the Silent Shade came for her, but she dispatched them with a crumpet fork, and she was still back before the next partner on her dance card noticed a thing. What a woman. What a woman. Anyway, the reason I'm writing to you is because, well, I could have sworn I spotted you. Out of the corner of my eye as we were running to stop the Eternity engine. Were you in General Asquith's map room? I would have stopped and gone back, but as I said, Eternity engine, opening up the veil to the pavilions of chaos. And it was just a glimpse of you. But I'm sorry for asking you this again, but isn't that a remarkable coincidence? Are you following me? There are better uses for time travel, you know. Oh, gotta go. Time for breakfast. Jane's just sent her silver servant to my room. Her taste in breakfast is terrifying. It'll be deviled kidneys again. from actual devils. Anyway, hope you're well. And by the way, General Asquith cheats at cards.
Oh, don't think I don't know what you're doing! So obvious! Right then. Dear Doctor, to think I was in the 1800s and missed you. Fancy! Oh, what a shame our paths didn't cross. If I'd known, I'd have made every effort to keep a little space on my dance card just for you. Even though it was just a fleeting visit and I had so much to do. Did you see what happened to poor General Asquith? Such a shame. So charming. But once I realised he was in league with the Foundationeers, I had no choice, even though he did owe me 20 guineas from the card table. I'm so pleased you were able to offer poor dear Jane a bit of company. I know how hard it's been for her to get over her last heartbreak. Between you and me, I think she needs to learn to love herself and settle down, rather than hopping from one shiny object to another like a magpie. She really is all about the trophies, that one. But then she throws them all away and never gives them another thought, which is a bit cruel. But there's always a queue of superficial men lining up to be her next victim. So while the tap's still flowing, I doubt she sees the need to turn it off. Now, where were we? Or when? In answer to your question, yes, as you've gathered, I do occasionally flitter around the timelines. Not to your extent. I'm hardly a frequent flyer. It's more surgical. Part of my life is righting wrongs, sometimes with archaeology, sometimes with time travel, sometimes with both. The two go hand in hand, really. Some may see it as cheating, others may see it as getting both sides of the story. Do you still have that, scroll? Any chance you can return it? If not to the Quantum Vatican, then to me. It's important. And no, I'm not going to explain.
Oh, yes, the scroll. The scroll. Yes, that reminds me. I'd nearly forgotten. Now, funny thing, why is the scroll of the end of days that I found so important? Because it's a fake.
Doctor, meet me at the Café de Paris, afternoon tea, May Day, 2160 AD. Don't be late. Yours. Oh, you've kept my usual table for me. Oh, and look at those cakes. Oh, divine. Oh, thank you, Maxim. Yes,